What is up, YouTube? And today I want to talk about the Helion LUA or ML LUA balance adjustment or buff that recently came to Epic 7 a couple days ago. Now, I want to talk about this mostly because her banner is ending soon, in about 2 or 3 days after this video is released, and I want to talk about if she is worth pulling for or not now. So before her buffs, she was pretty crap, but after these buffs, she's a pretty good unit now. Her S3 is basically the thing that got changed here, same with her challenge buff that she gives her allies. Her S3 is 3 turns now instead of 4 turns in terms of cooldown. This just makes her a lot better by a large margin because she already cycled pretty quickly. And because of this cooldown reduction on her S3, you're going to see that she's going to be using this constantly. You're also going to see that challenge got changed. Now you won't get hard countered by green mort or anything like that. You're going to see that instead of it being after counterattacking, all you guys have to do to activate it now is by using a basic skill, and the damage went up from 8% of the target's max health to 10%. So this means, units such as Mort, like I mentioned, Lionheart Sirmia, Rowana, can't really be used to counter ML LUA anymore, which was, I don't even know why they decided to release ML LUA like this, because Green Mort has been destroying the meta for a while, and he just completely stops counterattacking, and they released Helion LUA, who grants counterattacking to her team, so it makes it so that you can't really ever use it, right? Because a lot of defense teams have Mort. With this change, of course, she doesn't just get hard countered by him anymore. You can use her in pretty much a lot more scenarios now and not have to worry about, Mort and stuff like that. And it's going to make her a very, very flexible opener now. So before the update, like I mentioned, you didn't really ever use her because she had a lot of weaknesses. Her cooldown, her Esther was too long. And honestly, the challenge buff was pretty weak because if you had anything that stopped counterattacks or punished it, it made it super weak, and the damage was very pitiful. Now the damage is kind of meaningful now, still not that great, but the biggest thing is that you don't have to counterattack, you just have to basic attack now. Now, this will definitely make her a decent unit. I don't think she'll be game-breakingly broken like some of the other ML 5 stars we've had in the past, but she was not really used before. I guess she was kind of used before, but now she's going to be used a lot more. And a lot of people in RTA especially are having a lot of success with her. World Arena, if you guys like to play World Arena, she's going to be very, very good there. However, if you guys don't really like World Arena, or you just want a unit that's really good in PvE, you probably don't want to go for ML LUA. She's not good at PvE at all. She's actually really bad there. And outside of World Arena, you're not going to really see too much usage out of her. Sure, you can make her work in Guild Wars offense and Arena offense, but there's already a lot of very good offense units. And on defense teams, I don't think you're going to really see that she's too successful, even with her buffs. Now, I also kind of want to talk about the timeline with ML 5 stars. So, like I mentioned, she's a very strong unit now, but I don't think she's game-breakingly broken. And what I mean by that is if we look at the past ML 5 stars, some of them were just like the best unit in the game, or at least like top 3, right? Harsetti, right? Very, very good. Honestly, I'd say she's pretty overpowered. If you look before that, ML Ilyanov, not super, super overpowered, but she was still very strong. I would say about the same or even stronger than ML LUA is currently. ML Luna was extremely broken on release. For the first week, she was pretty much like the highest win rate character. She was insane, best opener in the game. ML Senya was in every single defense team, was pretty much pick and ban in World Arena all the time, and was very good in offense as well. C Phantom Politis, same thing. She was everywhere, right? Even more broken, actually. Before that, we had ML Sharoon, who isn't that strong, honestly. She's more of a niche unit, but still was a very good unit. We had ML Ludwig, extremely, extremely strong for cleavers. ML Euphine, who was the best damage dealer in the game at the time. Probably tied with the unit that came a little bit before her, ML Landy as well, Navy Captain Landy, who was the best unit bar none at the time as well. You just coin flip games, and most of the time you would flip well because she was so strong. And even like ML Shu, who was very good with injury and against that HP scaling bruiser meta. So, ML LUA, definitely on the strong end, but if you're waiting for a game-breakingly broken unit that is a lot more universal than just World Arena, you might want to skip. And the reason why I say that is, like I mentioned, there's a lot of, super OP units that came in the past, but also because we are approaching the holiday season, and that is the time where Smilegate runs more events, more people come back to the game, the player base is always larger, and because of that, they probably want to make more money, right? So they'll release a very strong ML5 star. So keep that in mind. I think Smilegate might release a better ML5 star in the near future, but for now, it's really up to you. If you really like her design, or if you really think that you want to use her in World Arena, or if you just want to pull her just because you want to, then definitely go for her. But if you're looking for more of a PvE unit, or I guess a more unit that is more universal and not super reliant on speed, then you can definitely skip on her. But she is a very strong unit now. I personally wasn't planning to pull for her, but after these buffs, I think I will definitely be going for her. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about her now. Did they overbuff her? Did they underbuff her? Is she super strong now? She's not as strong as I'm trying to make her out. But I'm very curious what you guys think, and please let me know in the comments down below. Peace.